Hello Libra, it's Crystal Raven. I'm coming to you with your September reading. This reading is going to be a little bit different. I've got two new decks that I'm incorporating. I'm incorporating the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron-Reid, who is clearly becoming one of my favorites. She's amazing. I have like 4 or 5 of her decks. And then at the end of the read, I will be bringing out the Karma cards that I got, which are amazing. We went through this Karmic cycle with Saturn going retrograde for the last, 5 months, 6 months, however long it's been. And now in September, Saturn's going direct. So all that karma is coming back. And my Karma cards tell us what karma we've learned, what psychic or karmic lessons. Whew, geez, guys, you're fast energy today. Okay, karmic lessons we've learned through that. Okay, what the outcome is and what we are to do during that time. So they're really amazing cards. Please stick to the end so you can see what karma is coming your way for Libra. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, let's see. I'm not doing personals right now. Okay, so when I get set up, I'll let you guys know. And for my tarot, of course, I'm using my spellcasters, and then I will clarify with the gilded. And we're working with energy, so I'm going to read from the sign of Libra. If it's vice versa, it's vice versa. Just flip it, and you'll know that I won't, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, guys. I've already pre-shuffled all the decks, so I'm just going to shuffle once and then get into it, okay, guys? Spirits that guide me, angels that protect me, goddesses and my God, thank you for being here with me. Help me give Libra a reading that they need to hear, that they need to see. Help me to see what you want me to say. Help me to understand the messages you're bringing forth and to really hear and see the messages. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. We love you and appreciate you. Okay, guys, let's get, this is your overall for the month of September for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay? Alright, Spirit, give me a message for Libra. Thank you. Okay, we got Golden Palace, 23 breaking down to a 5. Well, that's pretty. Let's read about it. Remember, guys, I'm learning these cards, so I will be reading from the book until I get used to them. So 23, breaking down to 5. 23. Golden Palace, there's always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentic you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a further of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. Wow, that's a great card, guys. That is like just moving into your ultimate happy, whatever that is for you, whatever your ultimate happy is. Wow. And breaking down to a 5, 5 is indicative of change, so let's see what the tarot says. Maybe there's been a change in work, a change in your home. Give me messages for Libra for September regarding the spread. Messages for Libra, September, regarding this spread. Thank you. Let me get that off the floor real quick. Okay, and we will do one more set. Messages for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra. Alright, guys, let's see what we got out here. What we can see is the 6 of Wands. Very promising. That's victory. That's being a leader, teaching others. the Hanged Man with Death, and the Four Swords. Okay, what we don't see, okie dokie. We got the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting from this is that there was a choice between maybe a job or a set of people who really looked up to you, or an idea in your head that you wanted to maybe move forward with, where people would look up to you, and you were in this stance where you were like in limbo. You didn't quite know which way to go with it, and you knew you had a lot of knowledge to share, so you kind of cut that off, like, okay, I'm done with that right now, I'm going to rest. And you went into this Four Swords, Four Cups energy where you're resting, contemplating your life, thinking about things, realizing that this is kind of how you've lived your life, whether it's marriage, religion, work, whatever. It's like, do what I say and not what I do, and follow these rules that was made up by no one. And it's like you're in this time of your life where you're like, why do I have to do it the way that you're telling me to do it? I can do things my way, the way I like to do it, because you are authentic, and the things that you set your mind to, Libra, you will accomplish. And that's where the Golden Palace is, that you will set, whatever it is that you're wanting, you'll get it, because that's how you are. And because you've reevaluated your thoughts and emotions and everything about the situation, you made a choice to move towards what you actually love, what helps you be authentic to yourself, that Two of Cups. And because you made that decision, that Wheel of Fortune just changes, and the wheel starts moving again, and you go through that cycle, that karmic cycle, right? So I'm thinking that part of your karma was having to sit and contemplate your life and yourself and what is really important and what really matters to you. Okay, that's the feeling I'm getting. Clarify the Six of Wands, please, for Libra. Six of Wands for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Six of Wands, please. Thank you. Six of Wands. One more time. Six of Wands, please. Okay. Okay. For the Six of Wands, we got the Three of Wands, the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and Temperance. Now I'm going to lay these out this way just so I can look at them real quick. Okay, so what this is telling me is that, yes, you may have had this dream of being somebody that can teach, and it's not saying you can't. You definitely can, okay? But you've been, like, waiting for some security, some solid. It may not be very fast, it may not happen quickly, but you've been waiting for some word of stability. Maybe this is even somebody coming in with a job or something like that, and you've been waiting to have this job to discuss things that have been, okay, with the Six of Cups, whatever has been, whether that's thought processes, whether that's you know, stuff you tell yourself, your negative self-talk, whether that's relationships, whatever it is, you have a lot of knowledge in it and a lot of emotion with it, with the Six of Cups, and you've had to be patient. You've had to be extremely patient for the sun to shine on it, for the sun to shine on you, saying, yeah, you know what, you picked up your wands, you know what you want, your ships are coming in, it's happening for you. Okay, it is happening for you. Okay. Spirit said the cycles, when you learn the cycle, it happens for you. When that sun illuminates the situation and you can see clearly, that's when things start happening for you. Okay. The Hangman. Clarify this Hangman, please. Hangman clarified by the Hangman. Interesting. And the Page of Swords. Who is this page, huh? Who is this page? So for the Hangman, you got the Hangman really not clear about what to do. The Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Okay, what this tells me is that there's an individual that's going to be coming in, that's going to be giving you some truth with this page, a little message, okay? And that message is going to help you make up your mind. And what it feels like is, as soon as that message comes in, or it could even be a lie, because sometimes the page can be not the most honest of communication. So it could be definitely, even you can catch yourself, or catch your person, or a situation, a job, a boss, or whatever, in a lie. And once you do that, you're just like, you know what, I'm not doing this to myself anymore for someone who can just easily lie to me. And you just drop all your burdens on it. The Ten of Wands, you just drop all your burdens. You just let it die off, because you're like, all you've done is lie, and you're coming across as a page, and I don't want a page. And you know, there's, you know, you've been patient, you've been waiting, you've been, you know, you're wanting something, you know, solid, and you're wanting something, you know, stable in your life. And it's like you were going back and forth between this stable or something, maybe possibly even new, and again, this could be vice versa, guys. I'm just reading the cards, and I'm the messenger, so you know. But when these lies came in, it could be from a second party, and these lies came in, and that's what was holding you up, where you couldn't move forward. You couldn't go into this resting period, was you were waiting to hear if these were lies or not. And once you heard that those were lies, you totally in that situation, and you move forward into your resting period. What's the Death card, please? For Libra, what's the Death card? It's like the Page of Swords always like looks real good, right? Like on the outside, their clothes are sharp, they got everything that they look like they need, but they don't always tell the truth, okay? Yeah, okay. So Death, we got out the Three of Cups, King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, as soon as you realize about these lies, and it could be a third party, and it could be definitely with another air sign. It could also be with a fire sign, a Leo or a Sagittarius. But as soon as you hear these lies, you're done. You're done, and you kill it off. The Death and the Wheel of Fortune, done. Okay, now them separate, yeah, things can come back from the dead like that, but not when you have them in a row like that. Nope, the Death and Wheel of Fortune, it's like you died to this karmic cycle, and you moved right in to a beautiful cycle for yourself. Four Swords. Clarify this Four Swords. With the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups, I'm getting at home, just being at home type of feel. Yeah, just wanting to regroup, recharge. You got the Judgment that came out. Yeah, that's that karma, like, hitting you in the face, like, hey, what you've been wanting is right there, like right at home. Your peace, your sanity, your everything is, you know, you've been really wanting this rest period, and it's like that it's coming in. And this rest period that you're getting, that you almost can't fight. It's like you're just so tired, you're just like, I just gotta sleep, because it's, you went through a lot, and your body needs you to rest now, because now you're moving into your new phase. Okay, Four of Cups, please. Four of Cups. It's like the divine with this Judgment stepped in divinely so that these lies could be shown, so that it can be done and over with. So it could just be done and over with. Yeah, the Four of Swords was with Judgment. When you're in this resting period, you got your angels looking after you. They've taken care of the situation. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups. How many times, guys, are you going to get the doubles in here? Okay, maybe this air sign's a Gemini, because you're getting double confirmations like right after the card comes up. It's so crazy. Okay, so Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Wands. This is beautiful, guys. What this tells me is that when this lie came out, it was a divine hand of God that had it happen, and it puts you in this rest period. Whether you went on vacation, whether you're just resting at home, whether you're in a rehab, whatever the case may be, you're in a resting state. And while you're in this resting state with this four of Cups, you're going inward, and you're dealing with that emotion, and you're realizing, okay, maybe I was just, you know, aloof and nonchalant about this particular thing. It could be a person, place, or thing, right? It can be a love thing, it could be a work thing, it could be a thing, you know, it's a person, place, or thing, and you've been kind of aloof to it, maybe not appreciated it or seen its truthfulness, okay? And you had a lot of confusion going on with the Seven of Cups, and you had to make a choice, and it was like a blinding choice almost. And it is for a wonderful, wonderful relationship. And I think that this is, you know, going back to what was right in front of you after seeing all these lies and being illuminated to all these lies. You're going back to that marriage that you thought was so horrible, or you thought could never be fixed. You're going back to that marriage-like relationship, okay? Now, whether that's a job with a contract, or a marriage, or some people that have been together for like 10 years, you know what I'm talking about. It's a serious relationship, and you want to go back to that because you played around, done your thing, or whatever. You guys split up, did whatever you guys did, but you're really seeing what you're really wanting now. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there's no judgment at my table, guys. We all went through our cycles, right? So we've all gone through some things this last year that not everybody's so happy about. So there's no judgment here at this table. I can clearly see what's going on and what's happened. And again, if it's not you, then it may be vice versa. But the good thing is that you got the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups coming out with the Golden Palace, having some real wealth, having some real stability, some real love. So it turns out good, regardless of what this cycle was, okay? The Hierophant, please. Clarify the Hierophant for Libras. Libras are all about fairness and balance. And I think once you allow your emotion to come back into the situation with this particular person, place, or thing, I think it's going to, yeah, that's exactly right. Once you allow your emotion to come back into this partnership or, connection, it turns the wheel. You got the Queen of Cups that came out. As soon as you put your love towards this commitment relationship, it turns the wheel. And it turns you guys from being that ugly Hierophant relationship into this Two of Cups. Two of Cups, please. It just transforms the relationship. It absolutely transforms the relationship. And Death just flew over to clarify Death. Again, yeah, this, okay. This air energy with the lies, and, you know, it could be, I'm really feeling Gemini with the doubles we got going on here. That's over. That needs to just be done and over, because what you're wanting is what you've had all along. And that's for the people that are with somebody, or we're in a solid relationship for at least a decade and they got their heart broke. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Either you or the person you're dealing with, like I said, you can vice versa, do however you need to, realized how much heartache and heart pain this relationship had. Okay, if this is between you and somebody that you're in a marriage commitment type relationship with, you realized how much you've hurt them and how much they've hurt you, and you realized every side of the story. And now you just you're like holding on to everything you got with this. You're really like turning it around, and you're building a more stable foundation with this relationship, even though there's that heartache, because out of that heartache you can grow even stronger. And you got Justice here. Justice is here to show you that even though sometimes things hurt, even though sometimes we don't understand why things happen in our lives, even though we hurt so badly and we want something so badly, we don't always see our own part of the situation. With the Queen of Cups, with this Hierophant, it's like she's giving back her love and emotion into the relationship. She returns back to give her love and emotion to this relationship. And once she does that, it starts that wheel. And then you're the Two of Cups. You're connected again. You're holding on to each other. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we almost messed this up. And we have this heartbreak. Yes, we have hurt each other, but we have grown from that. And that's the justice. That's the ebb and flow of life. That's karma. Where the pain goes, or where the love goes, there will be pain. And where there is pain, there will be love again. It's the infinity symbol. It's the everlasting energies that never die. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. Okay, so now we're going to go to the part where we do the karma cards, okay? And the way that these are set up is that I have to put the planets on this side, and there's 12 cards in each stack. The signs on this side and the house is over here. Let me just shuffle them up just a little bit to get your guys' karma cycle lessons. Hopefully everybody has stayed to the end. I love these cards. I'm excited to have these in my reads now. They're very good cards. Very good cards. Okay. And yes, there are going to be two different sides. There's the outcome, and then there is what to do. All right, so for the planet, you got Neptune. For the sign, you got in Virgo. And for the houses, you got in the second house, and I will explain what this means, okay? For your spiritual, what to do during this time period now is inspire others with your service of others and be patient with it. Maybe that hasn't been other people's strong suits around you, is being patient, and you've learned how to be patient, and so you want to inspire others to serve others, to be part of something bigger, and you can be so patient with it now. And that, you know, the Six of Wands is, you know, to do something bigger, to teach others, to take what you've learned and move forward. Maybe you're wanting to talk, write a book, you're wanting to, I don't know, discuss, you know, how marriage can work out even when you think it's over. There's something you want to be inspiring with. You learn that. You're like, wow, I really thought this. Like, I really thought this. And it turned out I was completely wrong. And some of us, like, even just being wrong has slapped us in the face. It's like, wow, I was wrong? What? I'm never wrong. I'm always on track. You know, it's some of that inner work we've had to kind of face and look at ourselves with, right? So for the mental part, what to do is to be prepared to sacrifice for the details of what you want. So you're getting down to what I told you, the security, the nitty gritty of what it is you really want in life, what you really need in life. You know, do you need all these friends, or are there only like 4 of them that are actually your friend? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, where are you putting all your energy? And do those people deserve that energy that day, or is there something else you could be putting that energy towards? You're definitely taking a look at everything you're doing, how you want to inspire others, how you know you can be what you want and what you need to do to sacrifice, and you're prepared to do those sacrifices right now because you just learned all this. You're like, nope, I'm holding on to what I love, holding on to what's dear to me. So how do I get prepared for my future of what I want? In your physical space, your yielding is the only way to do what you must do to get what you need. So what that's telling me is, maybe there's like, you wrote down a plan. I need X amount of dollars per day to make X amount of dollars in 5 years so that I could do this. You know, maybe you and your person that you're coming back together with are now building on what you want for your future, okay? Virgo's a very working sign, like very solid working sign, okay? So that is what you need to be doing during this time. What's the outcome? The cycle, karmic cycle that you just went through and are now finishing, moving into the next cycle. The outcome for your spiritual self is the idealization of methods for the healing power of your beliefs. Oh, wow, that's powerful, guys. I will say that one more time. The idealization of methods for the healing powers of your beliefs. Okay. So, 2 things with that. I believe that when that sun came out down here, it opened up and it showed you your idealizations versus your beliefs. And it's like, which one were you going to feed? Which one were you going to heal? Which one were you going to face so you could heal? So in your spiritual self, you had to realize that maybe you had some idealizations about certain things in your life, and it had to be certain ways. And now you're healing, understanding, you know, I understand my part in this. I understand that maybe I was too hard on them. I understand these things, and now your beliefs have shifted. Your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about everybody around you, your beliefs on what you want to do with your relationships. You want to inspire others now because you realize, you know what, maybe you weren't that inspiring before. And again, there's no judgment here. This could, you know, it's not that we have to all be inspiring. We all have our role to play. Maybe it's something else, okay? But it says inspire on the card, so I'm using it. But you know what I'm saying. It's for your own perception and what you're wanting, okay? For our mental space, the outcome was confusion regarding the analyzing of what you value. That, yes, okay, I can understand that one so clearly. It's the same thing. It's you almost beating yourself up in a sense of being confused, of being in your head so much, that 8 of Swords energy of just constantly on autopilot, going, and analyzing all the things you value, you know, or even maybe having some thoughts that would, you know, devalue what you value, and maybe you never said it out loud, but you had some thoughts of it, and you're now realizing those things, and you're like, oh my gosh, why would I think that? And, you know, because you're such about balance, right? Libra's all about the balance and the fair. If you're seeing your part in some things that needed to be changed, you're gonna beat yourself up about it until you make that right. And maybe that's why you're getting so inspirational, because you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I acted in such a way, or I thought some things like this, and I'm gonna get up and I'm going to be an inspiration to others and show love and compassion. And that has been this lesson. It's been so beautiful. Okay, so your physical, for the outcome for your physical, is sacrifice resulting from the perfectionism of your resources. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, so I think that sacrifice, that you're sacrificing things to get what you want, I think that has to do with this outcome. You sacrificing results from perfectionism of your resources. Maybe you have known a lot of people to get into a stance like this, where you can be in front of people teaching, talking, writing, speaking, but you've realized what it is you really want, and you don't really necessarily want to be a journalist anymore. You don't want to, do the things you were once wanting to do. So you are actually starting over. You're sacrificing the resources that you had. You're like, nope, that's not the way I'm taking my life anymore. I don't need that phone number. Things like this. You're really purging, clearing house, realizing what it is that you want, what you really need, and being patient with yourself to get yourself from where you were to where you want to be, and making those changes every single day, and holding on to the things that are the nearest and dearest to you, and cutting off anything else that isn't. That is a beautiful energy, guys. That's beautiful karma. That it's fantastic. I really love this reading. I hope you guys got something out of this. Please let me know what you think of these karma cards. I love them to pieces. I absolutely am in love with these cards. To definitely, when there's cycles ending and beginning, and when we have the planetary energy like we did, I really wanted to bring out these cards, because I picked them up, and I knew they would have a lot of meaning here with these readings, as far as these karmic cycles that we're going through. So that's your karma, guys, for this karmic cycle that came up, and it's really good. It's more just realizing some things and beating yourself up, and changing some things in your life, but it's things that you want to change for yourself. So it's beautiful, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and hit that bell so that you don't ever miss an upload. Like the video, comment, and like I said, let me know what's going on in your relationship, your situation, but also let me know what you think of these new karma cards, guys. I really enjoy it. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye.